Do you reckon the highways in Queensland are just long stretches of bitumen? At night, they're so dead quiet, it feels like you're standing at the edge of the world. I'm Kayden. I worked a graveyard shift at a lonely 24-hour servo way out past the suburbs. After 1 a.m, not a soul passes by. I was just sitting at the counter watching old movies with nothing but the rustle of the gum trees and the sound of crickets for company. Suddenly, a shadow fell across my screen. Bright headlights hit the glass. An old white sedan pulled up to the pumps. The engine cut, the lights went off, but the driver didn't get out. 10 minutes passed, and that car just sat there, dead still. I figured the bloke had just crashed out from exhaustion. If you're still with us, hit that subscribe button. The mystery only gets deeper from here. Then I heard the car door creak open. A bloke started walking slow toward the shop. He was wearing a long raincoat, even though it was a stinking hot Queensland night. He stepped inside, the doorbell giving a weird, raspy ring. He didn't even look at the counter, just walked straight to the fridges at the back. I called out, "Mate, you all right? Need a hand?" Nothing. He's just standing in front of the drinks, back to me. Suddenly, without turning his head, he lifts his hand and beckons me over. His fingers were unnaturally long and pale as a sheet. My gut tied itself in knots. I stayed in my seat. Then, as quick as he came in, he bolted back to his car. I took a breath, thinking it was over, but the horror was just starting. He sat in that sedan, staring through the windshield right at me. Then he got out again. This time, one hand was in his pocket and the other was pointing outside, calling me out like he was mental. His face was blank, just two dead eyes locked on mine. I knew I was in trouble. I sprinted to the door and locked it tight. 3 seconds later, he's yanking on the handle hard. I yelled through the glass, "I'm calling 000, get stuffed." He didn't stop. He pulled a pair of sharp scissors out of his pocket and started bashing them against the window. The creepiest part, he didn't say a bloody word. He just kept pointing outside, like he had some kind of gift waiting for me if I just stepped out. I pulled the blinds down and hid under the counter. 20 minutes later, I heard the engine roar to life. When I finally peeked out, the car was gone, but there was a scrap of paper sitting on the pump. I found the courage to grab it. In blood-red ink it said, "Keep the door open next time. I've made a spot for you." I never worked another night shift at that servo. People say I was seeing things, but I reckon some people are more twisted than any ghost. Even now, when I'm alone at night, I feel like someone's on the other side of the glass, waiting for me to step out. What'd you think of the story? Imagine being stuck in a remote servo with a silent hunter outside. Does that give you the creeps? There's plenty of legends about weirdos on Aussie highways looking for a target. Ever had a moment where someone beckoned you into the dark and you knew it was a death trap? Let us know in the comments. Should we visit an abandoned factory in Melbourne or a dark Sydney alley next? Cheers for watching. Give it a share and stay tuned for the next mystery. Subscribe now.